So today I'm going to be making a chili, a crock pot chili from the Trim Healthy Mama cookbook. Actually, this is from the Trim Healthy Mama starter book, and it's called Pearl's Chili. And I'm not going to cook it over the stove or in the Instant Pot. I'm pretty busy today, so I'm going to put it in the crock pot. It's going to come out absolutely delicious. I love crock pot chili, and I hope that you'll enjoy this recipe. So the recipe actually calls for 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I don't have ground beef, but I do have some cooked turkey and onions from another dish that I had made. And so we're going to use that. And I'm just going to throw this right in the crock pot, already cooked. Another point I wanted to make is that this recipe calls for some canned Rotel and tomato sauce, diced tomatoes. I don't really buy those things because when I grow all my vegetables in the summer, I either can or freeze for the whole year. So I'm almost at the end of my frozen tomato sauce, so I'm gonna put some of that in. And I'm also going to be putting in some tomatoes that I have frozen and some chilies that I have frozen that were roasted. And instead of the 1/2 cup of onion, I have a 1/2 onion that has been frozen in my freezer. So I'm going to put the recipe below so I don't confuse you too much. For me, this is kind of easy to figure out because when I freeze and can my food from the garden, I try to make it in either 8 or 12 ounce containers so I know exactly it's going to be the same measurements as what I get in the store. And I really like the fresh ingredients, even frozen and canned. They're going to be a lot better than what I get in the store. So I just want to encourage any of you that might have a plot of land in the backyard or wherever it is you live, try to set up a garden. It's only the end of February right now. You could really get a nice little garden growing and have all kinds of fresh fruits and vegetables for the new year. So these are my frozen tomatoes and chilies. All I do is just kind of cut these up. And when they're frozen like this, if you want to take the skins off, you can. It's a good time to do it. But if you don't care about that, just leave them on. If I have ones that peel right off, I do take them off. But it's not a big thing for me. I don't mind eating the skin from the tomato. I feel like there's just all kinds of things that you get from a regular garden that you don't get when you go to the grocery store. All right. So all I'm going to do is just cut these so they're diced like they would be if I was buying a can of diced tomatoes. And I'm just going to put these right into my chili. Now, honestly, you don't even have to do this. You could just throw them in whole because they're going to cook all day in the crock pot and they're going to be completely delicious tonight. So I may just put them in like they are. See how easy these skins pull off? There you go. All right, the rest is just my chilies and some liquid from the defrosting. So there's my Rotel. It's the chilies, the diced tomatoes, and the onions, all fresh from my garden. I'm also going to be adding a little bit of tomato paste. The next thing we're going to do is add some pinto beans. These are just some canned pinto beans that I had on hand. I'm going to drain those. All right, I've drained my pinto beans, so I'm going to add those to the crock pot. And now I'm going to start adding my seasonings. All right, we're going to add a little bit of garlic powder to taste. We're going to put in some pepper. We're going to put in some onion powder. And we're going to put in some chili powder. We're going to put in some mineral salt. Then we're going to add 1 cup to 1.5 cups of water, and this is really just depending on your taste. So I don't like super watery chili, but I do like it so that there's some broth. This is going to be so delicious. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna let this cook all day long on low. My meat's already cooked, so I don't have to worry about that. I've got a few frozen things in here, so I want to make sure that they're covered as much as possible so that they defrost pretty quickly. So I may put this on high for an hour or two just to make sure that everything's defrosted, and then I'll turn it down to low. So I'll bring you back tonight when the chili is all done and ready to serve, and I'll show you how I serve it. So my chili is done. Let me show you how it came out. My whole house smells terrific. So this is the beautiful chili. Oh boy, it smells amazing. So I am just gonna serve myself a bowl of this. And as you can see, these tomatoes really broke down great. Everything looks and smells so good. Now what I like to do with my chili is I put a little scoop of sour cream on it. And then I'm gonna top it with some mozzarella cheese. Now, if I had cheddar cheese, I would use that, but I don't have anymore. Now, sometimes I put onions in it, but I put a half a cup of onions in this, and I also put some, I had some onions cooked up with my meat. So this is dinner. I can't wait to have it. And for dessert, I made this wonderful lemon cake. And I have a video, I'm gonna attach that if you're interested in watching it. It looked really good. I can't wait to try that as well. So let's give our chili a try. Wow. Super flavorful. That is really good, really delicious. So thank you so much for watching today. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like, a thumbs up, or ring the bell for future notifications, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.